Hey guys, it's Tuesday, it's 6. That means it is time for AMA. As always, we're gonna give it just a few seconds here so people can log in and it can pop up on your feed before we'll dive in. So, looks like we're golden. All right, today's AMA topic was inspired by a conversation that I actually had with a colleague of mine and a prospect today on the phone. And this is the nature of the situation. I'll give you a little bit of background just so you have context on what it is that we're creating here. So a colleague of mine and I partnered up and presented a proposal to this client. She was a woman, she has an amazing company, she has a great brand story, and she's really excited to get it to the next level. So we walked through in the engagement, it went really, really well. We all agreed that all of the things that were outlined were completely necessary for her business and that it could really take it to the next level. And she had expressed that she was really, really nervous because of funds and that this had to work or she wouldn't know what to do. So we wrapped up the conversation. I got on the phone with my colleague and we had that talk of, okay, like, so how do you think it went? And I actually expressed, if that's the mindset that she's in and she wants to move forward, I don't think it's wise for her or for us to move forward with the engagement. And here's why. Because one thing needs to happen before you invest in a solution or before you undertake anything for your business or in your life to guarantee that it is successful. And that is, you need to be really, really conscious of how it is occurring to you. So what I mean by that is, let's look at people who are attempting to lose weight and dieting. They have to buy into the fact that it is possible and doable for them to actually lose weight and get the kind of physique that they want before they entertain a diet or workout plan. If they don't have themselves sold on that from the very beginning, it doesn't matter what routine that they undertake, if it's Beachbody, if it's no carbs, if it's low carbs, if it's strength training, nothing is going to work for them because in their mind, they've determined, or not determined, I should say is usually the default one, in their mind they've either determined subconsciously it's not going to be a benefit and I just now have to do it, or that it's not workable and it's not an opportunity for me to create this for myself. So the way that something occurs to somebody is always going to dictate the actions that they take around it. And when you're talking to clients, if clients aren't seeing the engagement that you're putting in front of them as an amazing opportunity to learn, to build their business, to grow it to the next level, then no matter how stellar the solution you present to them is, it's not going to go anywhere because that's not how it's occurring to them. It's going to be something that they have to do, that they expect to see these insane results in, or it's going to be a major fail. And that dictates how they show up for the engagement. It's not something that they're excited about and participating in a way that's really going to maximize the results. And you need to get on this level too before you spend money with any service provider. So like if you're looking at it as a good example, there's two ways that I can approach taxes, right? They're pretty necessary and a little unavoidable. And given that, I can approach it from the default option, which is, screw this, like I have to pay all these taxes because I'm a business owner and this blows and I don't want to. Or I can choose to approach it from the aspect of, wow, I have a really successful business, I'm generating income, and as a productive member of society who's earning money, I'm going to give my share to bring the rest of society up. One is empowering and allows you to come from a place of I'm doing something and I'm going to push harder to be that person. And the other comes from a place of, wow, I really have to do this. This is so annoying. And conversations with your accountant and conversations with your financial folks become this arduous task of like, I don't want to do this. And it's completely, completely negative. So one is setting you up for success and the other is really setting you up for disappointment regardless. The action is the same. You have to pay taxes. One is really, really empowering to you and pushes you to be better and to want to do more. And the other one is making you come from a place of this blows. And no matter how much money you make, you're never going to be happy because of the taxes you have to pay. So it's really important that you get this, that how something is being presented or how you're perceiving it is how it's going to ultimately result for you. So to give you an example, example from my own life, before I left my company, I invested in this program. It was called Marie Forleo's B-School. It's amazing. She's amazing. A lot of you are probably familiar with her. It was a great program. It was like 6 modules of amazing goodness for how to start your own business. And I maybe got through like 60% of the program. And the reason that that program was so effective for me was before I even started it, and the moment that I invested $2,000, which I didn't necessarily have at the time working my day job and with all my other financial commitments, the thing that changed for me was I made a decision that I could build a business. And she did an awesome job of inspiring me to get to that point. So regardless of the program, it could have been the same program. If I would have approached it from I have to pay this $2,000, I'm gonna show up, hopefully it works, I need it to work or I can't make a business, it wasn't gonna work. But the moment that I laid down the money, made the commitment and said, oh, you know what? I can own a business. Everybody else in this program looks like they're doing one too. I'm now bought into it. And every action that I took on the course and with the engagement was an amazing opportunity for me to create that for myself. So you really, if you're a service provider, you gotta get your clients in a mindset where they're primed and ready to rock and roll, because it doesn't matter. You can have the same solution. It's not gonna land well for them if they're not excited and viewing it as an opportunity to better their business. And as a business owner or somebody who's about to invest in something, or hell, like just even life, before you invest a considerable amount of time and energy into anything, you need to really, really get present to, okay, what is this occurring for me as? Is this something that I have to get through? Or is this something I'm excited to get through because it means I can create something out of it? So here's how you can put it into play for your business, an example that I actually adopted for my own. I teach LinkedIn courses and have a LinkedIn module and program that teaches people how to grow their business by like tenfold if they enroll into the program. And I don't let people start the program unless they read through these commitments, sign off on them, and agree to withhold them as they move through the program. So I'm gonna run through them really quickly. Feel free to see what's in it for you. And I just wanna give you an example of how you can help your customers prime themselves to really take effective action. So by signing up for the LinkedIn course and doing the LinkedIn engagement, you are agreeing to the following. I now recognize I'm a LinkedIn professional, and by taking this on for myself, I am already a cut above my colleagues and my peers. 2, I promise I will give my sincere effort and honor my word as a LinkedIn professional to show up and take action throughout the course as recommended to the best of my ability. 3, I promise not to spiral into a state of analysis paralysis, and if I'm starting to feel overwhelmed, I'm gonna communicate that to Kate, and we're gonna figure out small steps that I can take so I'm not intimidated and scared into taking action. 4, I promise that if there's any points of confusion, I don't quite understand something, or I think to myself, that's silly, why would I do this, that I won't keep it to myself, that I will address it head on in an honest manner and work through it. 5, I promise that if I see a topic and I think I already know that, I'm going to instead choose to look at it from how can I further my understanding or make it work in another angle of my business that I hadn't thought about before. 6, instead of thinking that'll never work for me, I'm gonna figure out how I can commit to getting it to work for me. And 7, above all, I promise to remind myself that I'm out for progress and not for perfection, and any step that I take is a step that it's advancing myself and my business and my education. So by having them read this out loud with me, by signing off on it, if there's breakdowns throughout the engagement where they're feeling frustrated and they're thinking, okay, I'm not really getting it, we revisit these, look at the commitments, and then we can have a productive conversation about how to move forward. They're in a space where now they're excited to take it on rather than, oh God, let's invest this money and like hopefully it works, it has to work. And you wanna make sure your clients are there, but I really invite you to take it on for yourself, because if you are committing to something, anything in your life, and you're looking at it as something you have to do, or it better work, or it should be here, and I'm not there yet, you're coming from a disempowered place, and no matter what you do, it's not gonna have the types of results you wanna see in your life. If you are coming from it from a place of, this is an opportunity, I can learn, I'm gonna frame it as this incredible platform to build myself and my business, any resulting action you take, even baby ones, are gonna have so much more positive and measurable results than any action you take coming from that scarcity mindset. So that's a little bit of a primer on mindset, on making sure the money you invest in your business is reaching its maximum potential, on how to set yourself up and encourage your clients to get to that same space so solutions that you present to them are also helping them get the maximum return. So that is my AMA for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All about mindset and marketing today. If you have any questions, if you have real life examples, if you want to share, let me know. Send them in. Send me an email is always the best way to reach me, by the way. kate@ladonnbm.com is my email address. Direct messages on Facebook work too. I just always, to be honest, backlog with them and try and work through them and get through them as quickly as I can. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.